Hi guys, this is daily update number 2. I'll be covering a couple of projects in this, try and separate the videos up a little bit so they're not too long for you and you can choose what you want to watch. So basically just diving into the Chainlink chart now guys. Yeah, so diving into the Chainlink now chart guys on the daily time frame here, you can see at the bottom here, the MACD, we formed that bullish cross just there guys. See that? Let me do that for you. Just there, that MACD on the daily time frame. That's a super bullish signal guys, and the fact that we are under this previous all-time high as well may see as well. We're surging up. Look like we're retesting now. We're coming down, finding a bit of support, so we'll drop the fibs on those on a lower time frame. But just to clarify, you can see this trend is intact here. This is a daily time frame. We've come up in this impulsive wave off the last time that we touched the EMA. You see that, the 55 EMA, we wicked down, we touched that. So that's your bottom in this new uptrend there, like we target on the channel in all our projects. You're familiar with these fib levels now guys. I do see so many of you experimenting with these fibs. That's brilliant. It's really good to see guys. Just get in there, experiment and see what you can see, and you'll discover your own little path, you know. So that's good. Just keep experimenting. The link to the charts, if you don't know where it is in the description below the video guys. Seen a few comments in there. How do I get the charts up and what software you're using? It's all in the video description. The link to the Telegram group, everything else like that. So yeah, cool. We're just going to dive into this link chart then on the daily time frame. You can see that this Fibonacci here, this impulsive wave went up, corrected down. See, we've got the nice bounce off the 0618 guys. What I want to bring to your attention going forward is that potentially in the channel, I didn't call this, and that's my bad. That is my bad, because what I'm going to do in the next correction, I'm going to call the bottom. So give you a good idea where you can buy back, and we'll look at the daily time frame. If I forget, please just put it in the Telegram group. I've got that much going on. I've got notes and stuff. I want to get as much information to you guys as possible, yeah, so to help us in our cause for everybody. So basically moving forward, like if we find another top, which we will do, we'll hit another top and we will hit another correction. We need to know where the bottom's going to be, okay, in the correction. And it's 9 times out of 10 in a super trend, especially in an uptrend on the daily time frame, you will see it definitely come back down to the 0618. So can you imagine guys, you've gone up here and you've sold, well, not necessarily there, you wait for another signal, which I'll be delivering to you as well. From the top, we come back down. You can see how ferociously this dipped down on daily time frame. We topped out, and within 4 days we were testing a 0618. So what you want to be doing is obviously selling up here somewhere where you get that detection of the top. Like I said, this is a double top. That's a very bearish pattern guys. So just up there, if we form that double top, you could see we couldn't get through it any further. That's a double top, that's a bearish pattern, that's a reversal pattern, and then obviously that could have been a huge sell signal there for us on any project. All the projects, if you look at them, would have painted this double top. Okay, that's a massive sell signal on the daily time frame. So you're selling here, and you know that potentially your buyback is down here in the 0618. So you're increasing your stack guys moving forward. That's how it works. That's if you want to do that. You might not necessarily want to take the risk, but you don't have to do it with all your crypto. You can just use a part of your portfolio going forward. So that's just an idea. So anyway, so yeah, we went up in that impulsive wave. We've come back down and retested this 0618 as we do in most cryptos. We bounced it off this 55 EMA beautifully on the daily time frame, and now we're moving up. And I said to you the other day, I said to you yesterday in that video there, that is a very bullish signal just there. Where are we? There. That is a very bullish pattern, and immediately after I made that video, you could see we had a massive pump there of like 12-13% before we corrected and coming down. So this correction is perfectly healthy there guys. We are correcting, we are coming down. So let's dive in now to a lower time frame here to see what we can see. We'll dive into the 4-hour on Chainlink guys, see what we can see. As you can see here on the RSI, we're immediately overbought there, and you can see the correction. You see we've got above that 70 there. Like I said to you, it's always a good sign of a little correction. So we do seem to be coming down on the 4-hourly time frame here. A retest of this 20 EMA does look likely guys. We did form a bullish cross just there on the 4-hourly time frame, and as you can see, that gave us a lot of power. So we may be coming down for a little retest of this EMA. Failing that, we may just push up push up and keep pushing further, because like I said to you, when you see these bullish crosses, you do see massive surges. We are in a bull market, but the only anomaly at the moment is Bitcoin. The fact that Bitcoin dominance is creeping back up, and it looks to be testing 60k. So you could potentially see alt sort of crab go sideways, come back to these EMAs whilst Bitcoin takes off, guys. So that's a potential play for the markets. But what we could do here is just drop the fib levels on the 4-hourly time frame for Link moving forward. So that was a bottom. That's an impulsive wave up. Say we have topped out at that point now. So you could see the retracement down to this 0618 down there potentially. Given the fact that Bitcoin is going to be moving up in the velocity that it is, again, I would be looking probably at a little bit of a top there and a little bit of a test down to this 0618. This impulsive move here may have run out of steam. You can see actually these are smaller fibs that you could bring out, but I'm looking at the longer 3-wave fib there. You see we had 1, 2, 3 in the third wave of this impulsive wave, because they're called Elliott waves. You can look into that, guys, Elliott wave theory, okay? I don't want to bore you too much, but you can see we had a couple of nice impulsive waves there and corrections, and then one massive busting impulsive wave there, and now we do look like we're coming down to correct. That's might be a little bit of a fake out there, a little bit of a dead cat bounce on the 4-hourly time frame, and you may see us come down to retest these levels at 28.093, and that would potentially form a little bit of a bearish cross as well. Just there, it may come down that far. You may see us just come back down and test this 20 EMA here on the 4-hourly time frame for Chainlink, guys. So that's just something going forward. Just keep an eye on it. So failing that, if we was to see a massive surge again to the upside, let's say we just had a massive pump now and Chainlink decided I'm just going to keep going, then I would be targeting this sort of similar pump there. So we could be bouncing off that bottom there now and forming another impulsive wave up to that 35, 36, but I'm not overly confident of that at the moment, guys. I do think that's a big move up, and we may be coming back down to test this EMA, because that would sort of send us into a bit of a mania move there, and Bitcoin, as you know, tends to lead the crowd, and Chainlink at the moment is not particularly following Bitcoin. So it looks like Bitcoin's set for a big surge and Chainlink's going to come back a little bit. That's potentially what's on the cards, guys. So I'm just going to jump into Reef right now for you guys. So Reef on the daily, we are getting that nice bounce off this 20 EMA here, guys, which is bullish. We've got up back to 0.37, which we're getting that nice bounce. But I did put in the group last night, we could potentially be looking at a 0.618 retest if we fall through this 20 EMA. I said if we lose this 20 EMA here, guys, then I would be looking at that retest down there. Because again, you can see, look, in this bottom, in this impulsive wave there, and then the corrective wave, we could be looking at potential fall through that 20 EMA there, down to that 0.618 test on the Fibonacci levels, guys, which will bring us to that 0.32. So that is still a potential play. It could happen. We could roll over through this EMA and go down to them levels, just so you're aware. Or we could be looking at the bounce here. We could be looking at the next form of an impulsive wave here, guys. So again, if we move that up like that, you could see that potentially this could be the start of the next impulsive wave, and we could be pushing up to these previous all-time highs there. That'll take us up to them 2 wicks there, and then we'd just be a little bit off this target that we've got. Well, it's our previous all-time high, isn't it, on that surge there? So yeah, we could be potentially forming this next impulsive wave, and this is on the daily time frame. If we go to a lower time frame now, guys, so on the high time frames here, on the 4 hourly, guys, we did make this bullish cross here. Again, that's super bullish. We went up, obviously, as you know, and we topped out there. We've come back down, and we did fall through this 20 EMA here, but we are bouncing off the 55, guys. We are bouncing off this 55, and it acts as multiple resistance there. I think we've got some level of support there. You've got that support there as well. Bit of resistance there on the way up. So we have got that level of support there, and we are bouncing off it quite nice. We've created some nice bullish candles. See them there? They're really bullish candles, guys. They're like bullish hammers when it gets wicked up like that. Very bullish sign. Obviously got brought back down again, but we are finding this level here as critical support at the moment, guys. So you could be trading in around there for a bounce. You could be looking at a retest of 0.365 as a buy-in, and then we could be potentially looking at that extra surge now up to the previous all-time high on that impulsive wave on the daily time frame there, guys. So that's all good for Reef. again, we're not falling through this level here of support. We're coming back, and if you can see, we are hugging that 55 EMA. Look at that, how we're hugging that on the 4 hour time frame as well, guys, with the body of a candle and that. So that's great. That's really, really positive. So that looks a really, really strong support level for Reef, guys. So we may potentially looking at a new bounce here, a trend reversal, because we have been in this little downtrend here, back testing these support lines on the EMA. So yeah, it's all good. We are low down in the MACD as well here, guys. We're in the center of the RSI. So the levels, the confluence for Reef for a bounce looks really strong, guys. Just here, you see that on the MACD, we're just starting to form a bullish cross, just there. This histogram will eventually turn green here. You see how it goes red when it's being pushed down, goes green. You can see it's on the verge of bottoming out on the red and then turning green and going to the other side with a bullish cross. So yeah, we could potentially be looking at a big impulsive wave there. So okay, let's target an impulsive wave on the 4 hour then. Let's see where we could potentially push to, just on the 4 hour. Okay, so looking at this then, you know that this was a bottom here, this is a top. So what we do, we'll drop our fibs on, fib at the bottom, fib at the top. You can see that we've come down, we've touched the 0382, so that's a really strong impulsive wave, if it is the bottom of the impulsive wave. I do suspect it is, because at this level here we've not really got much support and much resistance. If you look to the left, guys, there wasn't really much going on in this level here. So the chart is telling me, the price action is telling me, the market's telling me that this is a bottom in this move potentially. Okay, this is a bit of a bottom here. If we get back down to them, just buy it up. Not financial advice, guys, but yeah, we may start to form another impulsive wave, and this is actually quite a strong move, because we've gone up there, impulsive wave, we've come back down, we've only back tested the 0382, and then we're looking at that potential surge again, guys. Reef is really strong, really strong. So let's take a look where our next impulsive move may take us to, guys, on the 4 hourly time frame. So yeah, we may be pushing up to that level on the 4 hourly time frame in this next impulsive move for Reef. We may be looking at something like this, up to this sort of level here, guys, and then a retest, obviously, as you know, that would be a healthy retest down to the 0618. So you're potentially looking at a 053897 Reef token, guys. That's a potential play going forward over the next few days for Reef, given the fact that we are bouncing off this support. It's proven itself as support. It's where the 55 EMA is. The RSI level is right in the middle, which is good, and the MACD just looks like it's forming a bullish cross there, guys. So yeah, Reef is looking good. Failing that, if we was to drop out of this support now, that would be quite bearish, and that is still a possibility, guys, as well. Obviously, with the fact that Bitcoin is looking to pump up to that 60k, then I would be targeting these levels here as resistance. You see there, we've got that level there. It acted as resistance on the way up, it toyed with it a little bit, got rejected, come back down. So that would be a level of support right there. So let's drop that in. You can see the next level of support, because resistance on the way up acts as support on the way down, guys. So that target there, if we was to fall out of that level there, potentially 035, that 0618 test of around 032, I believe, on the daily time frame is still not out of the question, guys. So that's Reef. In my opinion, it's looking good, guys. Let's take a look at 1Inch. Fine. So at the moment, we are in this new uptrend for Reef, and hopefully we can trade within this channel moving up, guys, and we can target the tops as resistance and the bottom as support moving up. You can see on the 4 hourly time frame there, we have formed that bullish cross. So that's really good. Just there, guys, on the 4 hourly time frame, we've formed that. So there's a lot of potential there. We are quite high in the RSI though, level there, guys. So that, hence that little correction just there. You see that? So that's that little bit of a sell-off there. We are coming down a little bit, but we do look like we're potentially forming a bit of a bull flag on the 4 hourly time frame. Let's have a look at that. So there you can see we'll start tightening in this range, and hopefully we'll get a pop out to the upside, and the potential of that pop out is something like that to the bottom. So you could see us pop out of that, and that would take us above the trend, and that could see us surge up to $4.82. Failing that, we could see a breakdown and then come to the bottom of the surge, which was down here, and just a retest of these EMAs. That's another possibility for 1Inch, obviously, with Bitcoin looking to do what it's going to do. But all in all, 1Inch looks to have reversed that downtrend. It's looking really strong. We are pushing up. The volume's quite nice on it. The MACD is a little bit high there, so that could potentially have a little bit of a rollover, start to go red on the histogram, just have a little bit of correction, come down, test this EMAs. So potentially, yeah, we could see a bit of a downwards turn for 1Inch here, but it does look on the whole like it's stepping up and it's turning bullish, guys. So if we jump into the hourly time frame, so on the hourly you can see that we've gone up and we're now hugging this EMA. So hopefully we can just keep moving up in this trend here like this and hug this EMA as it creeps up. If we was to fall through it, guys, I would definitely be targeting a bounce off this 55 EMA. So that's something you keep an eye on in your trading, guys, that we could potentially fall through it and back test this. So if you bring up your charts on the hourly time frame, you can see where we may find a level of support to go long on 1Inch. But yeah, it looks good. It looks good. It looks like it's definitely reversed that trend, guys. Definitely. We'll just have to keep an eye on 1Inch going forward. Like I said yesterday in the Telegram group, guys, it is a working product. People are using it. It has a working product, and you've got cryptos above it which are completely speculative that have no working product. Cardano is one of those, by the way, and I'm not slagging Cardano, but yeah, and they're absolutely mooning and flying. So always look for cryptos that have got a working product. This is bullish. This is bullish. Just looking at that breakout there, back test if it's EMA, nicely moving up in this trend here, bullish. So yeah, we could see more upside potential to 1Inch soon, guys. That's it for today's video then, guys. I rambled on a bit. I do apologise. I'll see you into tomorrow's video. Please do like the video, smash that subscribe button, and yeah, I'll catch you later, guys.